Do you ever wonder why some children get sick often? Why they're not being allowed to go to public schools? Some people might. Good morning. My name is Gerald Neal, and I'd like to take the next 6 minutes and explain to you the importance of vaccinating your children, why they might not be allowed to go to public school, the risks that are involved, and also the effects of not vaccinating your children when one of the parents is in the military. The first thing I'd like to talk to you about is schools. If you didn't get your child vaccinated, you'd have to homeschool your children, and then you would have to determine the costs of buying most of the educational supplies since you are homeschooling. 90% of the schools nowadays actually make it where you have to get your children vaccinated. If you don't get your children vaccinated, then you will not be allowed to go to that school. Also, some children would lose social interaction. Most children get their social interaction from going to school. They make friends there, doing extracurricular activities. They would lose that if the parent is not highly involved in the children's education. Also, dealing with schools, many children might not learn exactly what they need to because of the parent's educational background. If they don't have the highest educational level to teach the children exactly what they need and how that needs to be done, then it's going to be hard for them to go to school and to get the learning that they need to be able to succeed in this world. The next thing I'd like to talk about is the risks that are involved. Some people believe that shots are going to have some side effects, and some children might not be able to recover from them. For as long as we've been doing shots, not many children have not been able to recover from them. We do tests nowadays to actually make it where we can figure out if a child is allergic to them. So if it happens to cause a side effect, we can actually do what needs to be done so we can get everything that we need. Some parents believe that shots will develop autism. Not all shots would make it where they would develop autism. Most of the time, children wind up having autism before they get shots. But it just seems that way because they're getting vaccinated, and then all of a sudden a parent figures out that their kid has autism, and then they won't be able to. It just takes a while to get the test back and actually understand that their child has autism, and that's exactly what's wrong with their child. Some parents believe that not all shots cover 100%. That is true. Not all shots cover 100%, but they cover most everything, so your child won't be sick all the time. Vaccinated children, they also catch colds from non-vaccinated kids. So the spread of viruses like the flu, say if you didn't get the flu shot and you went to school and somebody else didn't get the flu shot and they had the flu and came to school, your immune system is used to it, but it wouldn't catch up to be able to make it where your child wouldn't be able to catch the flu. Next thing I'd like to talk about is the military. Military families, about 90% of the time, will get denied orders to go to a different base if their child's not vaccinated. Like if you go to a different country, your child has to have the right vaccinations for it to be able to go into that country. Also, children wouldn't be allowed to go on base. Even if you do daycare on base, they wouldn't be allowed to go. And then other families might not want you around since you do not vaccinate your children. A lot of military families want their child vaccinated so they can get to different bases, explore the world. That's why a lot of families have actually signed up is to travel. So when you don't vaccinate your children, then you won't be able to travel and actually see what the world has to offer. All these effects For not vaccinating your children or keeping them up to date with vaccinations all come with a price. Schools they might not be able to go to since you don't vaccinate your children. The risks that are involved, like some shots might have side effects, they say, and the effects of not vaccinating your children when a parent is in the military. You might not be able to go to different bases if you want to. These are just some examples of why children need to be vaccinated in the world that we live in today. Your children deserve the best opportunities that you can give them, and you don't want them to miss out. Don't hold them back. Get your children vaccinated so they can exceed and excel in the world that we live in today. We all want the best for our children.